Hi, welcome back to our channel, Dreaded One and Family. Today's video is going to be a deeply personal and inspiring one. I'm going to be sharing my story of battling stage 4 kidney cancer, the challenges I faced, the strategies I used, the incredible shifts in my perspective in faith that guided me through this journey. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive in. So it's the 15th of June 2021. It all began with a simple pain near my right kidney region. Little did I know that this pain would set me on a life-altering journey. After a week, I went to see my GP because at the beginning I just thought it's just a bit of a pain. I just must have been sleeping in the wrong position. It could have been anything, so I didn't think much of it. It wasn't an excruciating pain, but it was an annoying pain enough to finally go to the GP to see what was going on. This is where it all began, my battle with stage 4 kidney cancer. Just a few days later, my world was turned upside down with my first ultrasound. It was discovered during the ultrasound that I had a massive mass measuring 71 by 74 by 69 millimeters. This was on my right kidney. The news was shocking, scared. Worst things go through your head. It's just, something I don't wish upon anyone. It's a terrible thought, thinking, what's happening, what's going to happen. But you know what, it was the first step towards understanding the battle ahead. Yeah, the other thing that came to mind when I was told about the cancer was just thought about my father. You see, I was 44 years of age at the time. My cancer was discovered. My father, he passed away of lung cancer when he was 46. So, straight away I just thought to myself, wow, here we go. His history repeating itself. And made things even worse because I had seen, yes, it was a long time ago, over 20 years ago. They didn't have the technology and the drugs and everything they have nowadays, and he didn't do, everything I did. As soon as I found out, which we'll get to. But, I seen what he had gone through, and from when his cancer was discovered, it was only 3 months. He passed away in 3 months. So, that was, That really was a big thought that came into my mind, thinking, wow, here we go again. The other thing I did as soon as I got home after hearing the news, as anyone I guess would, you start looking into it, researching, Googling, probably doing things, that you probably shouldn't, but unfortunately you can't help yourself, and life survival, like how long do you have to live, but apart from that, there was also, I had positivity from the beginning though, as bad as it all was, and I knew it was pretty bad. I started researching and looking up anything and everything about cancer, how to cure it, what to do. From the beginning, I was determined to give it a good fight. A couple of days later, in the midst of uncertainty and everything that was going on, my good friend Matt, my brother Matt Beeger, came over with a message of hope. His talk was very encouraging to me. It was really good. It's what I really needed at the time. He talked about healing through mind, body, and spirit. He always said that from the beginning, and it's so true. there was a lot of talk. He mentioned things like the Wim Hof breathing techniques. And he also shared, right at the start, he shared a YouTube video clip. I'll actually put it on. I'll put the link for you guys to have a look. He put a YouTube clip on called "The Case for Christ." It was. I mean, I watched it just the other day when I was putting all this timeline together, and it brought tears and a lot of emotions once again. You know, this gave me a newfound perspective and a deeper connection with my spirituality. It was a great beginnings to changing my life. And so, not long after the ultrasound, the next step was going to be to get a CT scan done, because you see, with the ultrasound, they could see there was a mass there, but that wasn't really confirmed. Was it malignant, benign? Is it, was it the killer cancer? But so we did a CT scan. I did a CT scan, and it confirmed the worst fears that I had. I had renal cell carcinoma. The tumor was malignant, and not only that, it was actually it also had invaded the IVC, the inferior vena cava, which is one of our main veins that we have in our body. It was a tough reality to face, but I was determined to fight. I remember I left the GP, left my doctor's, and I was driving home, and on the way home I stopped and just stopped on the side of the road and had a good cry, had a good think. It was a lot of thoughts were going through my mind, because not only thinking about death, the pain and suffering that I was about to go through, but also thinking about what was going to happen with my wife Eleni and my girls, and Alexia and Emily, and my family and friends. How were they going to cope? So it was tough. As time went on, a good old friend, Silvana, came into the picture. Now, Silvana was an old friend that I hadn't, I've known for years. We hadn't had much contact for a while, but something made me get in contact with her. I knew she was from her posts. I've seen her posts on Facebook and things like that. I knew that she was into a lot of, the natural healing and things like that. And like I said, I was researching anything and everything about cancer. I wanted to know what I could do, and I was willing to do it all and throw everything at it, which is what I did. But yeah, her support and wealth of information was incredible. And originally, I only just messaged her. Really, in my message, I said to her that I wanted to know about THC and CBD oil. That was the first thing, something that I'd read in the past. That this would be a good thing to try and combat cancer. So I wanted to get onto that straight away. So I sent her the message, ask her for I'll let her know what's happening, what's going on, and she replies back, yes, I have that information for you, and so much more. I have a lot of information for you. And she says in her messages, in a reply message, she says, everything is going to be okay, I promise. And from there she just started sending me a lot of information. She started telling me everything about meditation. Got me onto which I'll talk about soon, but a Joe Dispenza, about CMOS, alkaline diet, just a lot of to mention here now. I think that God connects us for certain reasons. She was not only the information that she was sending me, but I think I really needed to hear these words of encouragement, and just this wealth of information that she had towards healing, and it was just so good. Throughout my whole Tony, she's been there always, pushing me through it, keeping me positive, teaching me a lot of things. She's a great life coach. I highly recommend you reach out to her. It doesn't have to be cancer. If you want to change your life, become a better person. She's great at what she does. I will put the link for you guys to reach out if anyone needs to get in contact with her. I would highly recommend it. She's been great. The two main people in my battle has helped a lot. Is my friends Matt and Silvana. But of course, everyone, not just them, but everyone that has supported me and throughout this whole battle has been amazing. My family, my wife Eleni, she's been the rock. I don't think I would have been able to be here and have done what I did without her. My girls, my family, and my mum, my beautiful mum. It was, she has done and still does so much for me and my family. I'm so grateful for everything that she has done. She's such a beautiful person, such a beautiful heart. It was kind of lucky, I guess if you want to call it luck, or God putting people in the right place at the right time. But my mum happened to be in Townsville at the time, which was so good. You see, she'd come down to visit for a holiday, and not only that, it was Emily's birthday, my youngest daughter. So that was the main reason she had come to Townsville to spend time with us. So she was here right from the beginning, and I am so grateful for her. Like I said, she's helped so much. She's been there. She's helped out with food, with encouragement as well, with just the love of a parent, the love of a mum. I think that's really needed that. At your worst times, you need that support and love of your mum and dad, if you're able to get it. Forever grateful, and love her so much for everything she does for all of us. Like I said, she's a beautiful human being. She's got a beautiful heart. So good that she was here at the time. I thank God for making that happen, because it just made things a lot easier, I think. So and just all my friends, everyone that all the prayers, all the positive vibes, everyone that reached out. You know who you are. I'd have to make a video just to mention everyone. There's so many people that helped out in some way. So moving along. With newfound determination, I embarked on a journey of change. I discovered Dr. Sebi in the first few weeks. Dr. Sebi's alkaline vegan diet, and I thought, I'm doing it. I'm going to try it. So it was hard. It was really hard to do the Dr. Sebi alkaline vegan diet. There wasn't much I could eat, and but I thought, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I don't care, whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. So the Dr. Sebi diet, I looked straight right into it, and I started it. It was like I said, it was hard, but I thought, what doesn't matter. I'm going to do anything and everything I need to do. I also started. Silvana introduced me to Dr. Joe Dispenza, which, funny enough, my friend Matt knew about him as well. So it's all linking, and I got 2 of his books, Breaking the Habit and You Are the Placebo, and I got right into it, right into meditation. I did a lot of meditating, a lot, day and night. I was really trying trying to focus on naturally healing this cancer, making it go away. And I had seen a lot of testimonies online that via meditation that people had accomplished, had achieved to a lot of things, a lot of diseases and things that unexplainable. But so yeah, I did a lot of meditating. And 3 weeks later, surgery was booked. I was going to have surgery to remove my right kidney, the tumor, and also originally what they were going to do was they were going to clamp the IVC, inferior vena cava, cut it out, the section that was infected, and replace it with a vein graft, like a cow's vein or something. 3 weeks have now gone past, and it's the day before surgery, and Matt calls me and says, actually the day before, Matt calls me and says, hey, do you mind if myself and a few of our friends come around to your house tomorrow and we can pray for you prior to your surgery, big day? And I said, of course, let's do this. Yeah, so, I had some beautiful friends come over. I had Dari and Ricky, Mel, Matt, my mum and Alini. It was beautiful. Such a good experience. All sat around and prayed. And this is when I started feeling something I hadn't felt before. It was strange. I felt this warmth through my body, and I started feeling really positive, thinking that everything was going to be okay. And it was great. It was really good. I'm so grateful. And so next morning, D-Day, we had another good friend of ours, Milena. She came and stayed with our girls, and Matt came and picked us up, and so it was Matt, my mum, my wife Alini, and myself driving to the hospital 6:30 in the morning, I think it was. And it was crazy. I've always been scared of doctors, needles, blood. Like I remember back in the day, if I was getting a blood test done, I'd have to lay down because I was scared I was going to faint. But I was going in for this huge, delicate operation that I'd been told dozens of times how dangerous this operation was going to be, how delicate, the chances of it, things not going right. Almost to the point where, I'm thinking I'm trying to scare me out of this operation or what. But in saying that, I rocked up 6:30 in the morning to the hospital, and I was calm and relaxed, and I was just wanted to get it done. Let's get this over and done with, which is till today I think about it, thinking, wow, like I don't know how that was possible. I should have been heaps nervous. I should have, but I wasn't. I was okay. Surgery. So surgery went for about 6 hours. And then about 5 p.m. in the afternoon, once surgery was finally finished, I was taken to ICU. I don't have any recollection of this, but I remember the nurse telling me that at some stage I'd woken up and wanted to pull all the tubes out. I don't remember any of this. But then I was woken up the next morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and all I remember is hearing Seb, and that's it. And just opening my eyes, and straight away feeling this intense pain. It was so painful. They'd cut me top to bottom to the side to do the surgery, and I had about 70 staples. No, sorry, like 55 staples, and it was very painful. I did have epidural on my spine, but that wasn't working. It wasn't controlling the pain. So then they finally, I think, just gave me endone straight to the vein through IV, and that sort of helped the pain a bit. I was able to call Alini and speak to her, and then not long after that, a few hours later, taken to a surgery ward. The hospital was tough. The first couple of days, you have to do all the the physio gets you up and walking as soon as, you know, in the first couple of days. But the pain was really bad. I had the endo going straight into the IV. I could only press it. I can't remember now. I think it was every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. I can't remember exactly now, but I remember just waiting for that light to go green so I could press it to receive, the painkiller through IV to get rid of the pain. And so I was in hospital. Actually, it was quite remarkably how quickly I recovered. And started getting up and walking around and slowly, and I was actually home 5 days after the surgery. I was able to go home, continue my recovery at home, which was really good. Yes, I was able to go home, but still had a pretty fresh wound. So I did have a nurse come and see me every second day, I think it was. I had a different nurse come and see me, clean the wound, have a look at it, have a bit of chat, see how everything was going. So that was great. And so, once at home, I continued to do the Dr. Sebi alkaline diet, which is it was very hard to do, but I continued to do it. I lost a lot of weight. I mean, that was including surgery and everything, but I think prior to all of this starting, I was weighing about 94 kilograms, and I was now down to it was 74, so I lost a bit of weight, but I was okay. Not long after that, probably maybe about 4 weeks after, Silvana, as I said, we kept constantly talking to each other, and she was very helpful, always sending me information and helping me out heaps. But she sends me information on how Chris beat cancer protocol, Chris walk. And I started looking into it, and I felt like, I think this is what I'm going to do. So I purchased the protocol. I think it was only $90, $100, whatever it was. Wasn't much, but look, there was a lot involved in this protocol. Those things like juicing, having a gratitude journal, meditation and praying. The diet, things about coffee enemas, all these vitamins you needed to take, vitamins, proteins, water fastings, and the list goes on. But that was a lot of information. Square one, a lot of information that it was. It's really changed my life. And basically what it was is this guy Chris Walk, he had survived, I think it was stage 3 or stage 4 colon cancer, just on he had an operation, but then he needed to have chemotherapy, I believe, and he didn't want it, and so he went on a really good diet, juicing, everything that's explained in this protocol, and has been clean. He's he got rid of the cancer, and he's been good. He's been without cancer for many years now. I started looking at and reading and looking at all the videos, the online videos that he had put together in his protocol, and it was great. I was able to eat a few more foods now because I went from the Sebi alkaline diet, which there wasn't much I could eat, and got onto the crispy cancer protocol. There was a few more foods I could eat, which it was great. Still very strict though, so it's a plant-based diet. But you know what, in saying that, I was only really doing probably about 60% of the protocol in the beginning, but it was better than nothing. There was a lot there, a lot of information, a lot of things, a lot of supplements and vitamins, and a lot. I'll leave the link also for this protocol. I highly recommend that. I think this is what really helped a lot as well with just with the recovery to trying to fight the disease. I think, at the end of the day, I think it's been a combination of everything. Mind power, obviously, being staying positive. That's like Matt always said, mind, body, and soul. So mind, staying positive, body. So feeding your body goodness, nothing but the right nutrition your body needs to fight any disease, and really no junk or processed foods. and last but not least, spiritual. Like really connecting and building my faith with God, accepting Jesus in my life, which I'll get to in a minute. Very important, I think it's a combination of everything that has helped me to be here today. In the beginning, I remember seeing one of the doctors and asking the question. Nobody really wants to know, but at the same time, it's in the back of your mind, and you sort of do. How long? What's the verdict here? How long have I got to live? And he didn't give me a straight answer. I remember he said, "Look, without any treatment, less than a year." So that. Hearing that was pretty scary. So no long after this, so what's happened is after the surgery, they sent a sample specimen to the labs for them to test it to see exactly what type of cancer, etc., etc. And when we did get the results back, that's when I was told that it was, as we knew, it was clear renal cell carcinoma. That was stage 3, obviously, because that had already progressed from the kidney onto the vein. And it also said that it was very aggressive, an aggressive cancer. It was at this stage too that I also started reading the Bible more, and not really reading it. I was listening to it. I started listening to it. It was mainly in the car when I was by myself, driving to and from work. But yeah, pretty much every time I'd get in the car, I'd start listening. I started right at the beginning, and just was slowly making my way through it. Yeah, it was at this stage that I was really starting to build my faith and start feeling something differently inside me. I also started every morning. One of the first things I did in the morning was get up in the morning and pray and thank the Lord for being alive, for helping me throughout the surgery. And then the big shock. About 3 months after the operation, I have a CT scan, my first scan after the operation, which reveals that the cancer's back in the vein. Unfortunately, near the kidney region, but now it's in my lungs. So CT scans reveals that I have 2 tumors in my lungs. I also have blood clot in the IVC and also blood clot in each lung. One of the main tumors, I think was about 18 by 20 millimeters in size. Had a few, about 4 or 5 affected nodules as well in my lungs. So this is when I got really scared. I'm thinking, things are just getting, getting worse now. How long have I got? But anyway, that's part 1 of my battle with cancer and how I'm beating it. Look, if you have any comments, any questions, please feel free to leave a comment and ask anything. More than happy to provide any information, or if you just want to talk, if this is something you're going through, or one of your family members, more than happy to provide any information and have a more of a deeper conversation as to what happened, what I went through. Yeah. But anyway, I'll see you in the next episode where we get into the next part, the next battle, where things are starting to get worse. Thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and to my channel. As moving forward, I will be putting more information about my battle with cancer and the things I did, how I did them. But not only that, you can check out some of our family videos as well that I regularly put up. So yeah. Catch you on the next one. Bye.